Hi, so this is a long-term review of my BESTARD Mountain boots. Now I've had these boots for almost 4 years, maybe slightly more. So BESTARD is a lesser known brand, at least for me. BESTARD came about in the 1940s from Spain, and they specialize in making hiking boots and mountain boots, and maybe boots that are for other specialized sports also. But I generally have seen them making mountain boots, and so I went and bought them for myself also. Front profile, side, rear, again side, and front profile again. So I've had these boots for 4 years now, and I've used them in high altitude areas, in mountains, in snow, and also in rocks. In high altitude areas where there is no vegetation, it's generally rocky and dusty, so I've used these there also. Now coming on to the review of the boot comes with a Vibram outsole and is a very good quality sole. It's got a lot of heft to it. The outsole is rubber. It's got an aggressive tread pattern on it, and you will notice that the lugs are all spread out. After so much abuse, the outsoles are still in good shape. You'll also notice that it's got Vibram branding. Now, Vibram, as you may already be aware, is a company that only makes soles for boots. So, various companies or various manufacturers buy soles from Vibram and put it on their footwear. It's also got Vibram branding on the side in yellow, and then it's got a EVA midsole. Now, EVA midsoles generally are soft, but this EVA midsole is on the firmer side, likely because this is a mountain boot. And on the inside, it's got an insole also, which is again a soft foam. It's not too soft, it's on the firmer side, but it's comfortable enough. The outsole comes high up onto the front of the boot, and behind that is the rubber band to protect from abrasion and also give stiffness to the front part of the boot. And the rear part is just EVA. It doesn't have any stitching onto the sole, between the sole and the upper, but there has been no separation on the boot. The quality of manufacturing pasting is quite good. The rubber band is of very thick quality. I've got another boot which has got a full rubber band all around it. I find this boot to be more comfortable than that, because I find that these half rubber bands allow the boot to have some amount of flexion, which I like on my boots. I have not put any polish on the rubber band because I realized that if you put wax polish onto the rubber, once the polish dries, it shortens the life of the rubber band also, because it dries the rubber also when it dries down. And so I've stopped putting polish on this, and it looks not so clean, but that's okay. The quality of leather is hydrophobic. This is all hydrophobic leather, and it's very thick leather. It initially had a sweat finish on it, but I've applied some polish on it to allow it to combat ice better. I've used this in ice also, and there has been no issues. The leather quality is quite good. It's very thick leather, and that also shows in the weight of the boot. It is slightly on the heavier side. The upper also has this Gore-Tex branding. The boot has this grey Gore-Tex lining on the inside. Also, this tongue on the boot comes really high up. So this is a 6 inches boot, and the tongue almost comes to 6 inches height. So it is waterproof to this height at least. Only issue is that the rear is slightly on the lower side. If this was higher, it would be even better. The upper on this boot is partly leather and partly this cloth. Initially, I was skeptical about this cloth, but I realized that it's very hard wearing and there is absolutely no issue with this. I do not know why they went with this cloth, maybe to give it some flexibility, but it's a good choice because there is nothing wrong with this cloth. It's very high abrasion and there is no tearing on this, and it still keeps repelling water after so much time also. It's also got this E-Protect branding from Chauvel, Switzerland. So this is some proprietary cloth that they've put onto the boot. The leather tongue is also thick quality leather. It's got BESTARD branding and it says since 1940. The laces are thick synthetic laces, very strong, and they are in metallic loops. The loops at the ankle on both sides. The loops at the ankle on both sides have clips on them for variable lacing, so you can have more tension here, and once you put the clips into place you can just press them and it will hold on to the laces in that position, and then you can have this area slightly more loose. For my ease of wearing, I already keep the laces tied and just put them in the upper hooks when I need to put them on. And I have had no issues walking long distances with these. Only thing is that they do feel a little heavy as compared to other boots, but then that is also because they are very good quality. They have these vents on the side, but on the inside there are no holes, so these vents are probably only for show. But apart from that, these shoes are really good quality and I have not been able to find any fault with them. I've used them again in high altitude, in snow. Only problem is that if you do not wear a garter with them, then snow does tend to get in from behind and you will feel the wetness in your socks, and in the dusty rocky patches also you will find that the dust does get inside from behind. So I would have liked the boots to be slightly taller, but then with the slightly lesser height they do allow better ankle flexion, which is also okay. So I really can't complain about the boots. They are quite expensive, yes, but they are good quality, and they are probably expensive because they are made in Spain. Also, another thing I've noticed is that this Vibram sole I have noticed on other boots, tactical boots also, military boots also, and other hiking boots also. So you will find the same sole on many other boots. BESTARD has also used this sole from Vibram for this design of the boot, but which is completely okay. It has a loop behind, and after so many years of, almost 4 years of use, although I do not use my boots continuously, I use them off and on, but there has been very little wear and tear with these boots. I think I'll have many more years of use from these boots. Also in the outsole you will find that there is a heel, so that is always good. It does give certain amount of grip additionally when you're out in the open. So very nice boots. What size is this? The sizing information. Okay, so this is a UK 10 and a US 11. So generally my size is a UK 10.5, but if I am able to wear a UK 10, and that also with something which has got a rubber rand, because once you have a rubber rand up ahead, these are quite solid. So if this has been able to accommodate my 10.5 UK size feet, that means that the last of these shoes is slightly on the larger side. So if you want to order your size, you can order your exact size and not have to worry about going half a size up. Do I like these boots? Yes, I like these boots. These are the BESTARD Mountain boots. Thank you.